Reese, your Hollywood entertainment reporter right here at the Academy of the Arts in Denver, Colorado. And I'm here with an amazing guest that we have, and you are?
Chelsea Brummet.
That's right. Chelsea, give us a little bit of a background. We've got, you know, a lot of information on you. I guess you were with Nickelodeon?
Yes, I was. I was on a Nickelodeon show for 5 years called All That.
Okay.
Went on and did some other things too, mini guest spots, What I Like About You, Gilmore Girls twice, See Drake and Josh, it goes on. We've got imdb.com.
There you
find out my resume.
Okay. Do you have a website?
Do I have a website?
Yeah, do you have a website?
Yes, I do. It's just chelseabrummet.com.
And spell that for everybody.
It's CHELSEABRUMMET.com. Or you can go to myspace.com/Chelsea Brummet.
Perfect. You got your training here at the start of the Academy of Arts here in Denver. How old are you?
Let's see. I was just turning 11.
About your age.
Yeah.
Right.
We connected earlier. I did. I came out and I met Stuart. I think it was right before I turned 11, and I wanted to sing, and I talked to him a bunch. He was like, you know, I haven't trained you a bunch. I haven't, we haven't been working together a bunch, but I like your voice.
Wow.
And it's very, very fast and right away. But if you want to work really, really hard, and basically, we have like 2 weeks or something. Like, let's work hard, and you can prepare up to 4 songs and stuff. And I want to take you out to the World Championships of Performing Arts.
Oh, you were there. Okay, I used to put those events on. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
So I was 11 at the time when I ended up going, and we did that. I did 3 or 4 songs, and I also did different categories, and I did a monologue. So, yeah.
Now, from this point after the launch of With Stuart, how did you get an agent?
Well, it was the second year I went. Second year, I worked with him a little longer.
Okay.
And I went and I sang and got golds again, and then I also did acting. I was into acting. I'd done plays, and I was interested in it, and I loved doing it. But it wasn't my number one goal. I wanted to be a singer. And then he was like, "No, you're so theatrical, and you should totally put that into acting." I was like, I'm not sure I can do this. Like, it was kind of out of my realm. So he asked me, he's like, "Yeah, I need you to write a monologue."
Okay.
So I wrote my own monologue, and I tried to incorporate music into it a little bit.
Nice.
So I played a homeless girl. So I went to like a Goodwill and tattered up the clothes and put dirt all over my body and got all dirty. And I wrote the monologue though, and I was a girl who was a 12-year-old girl at that time, with a sign that said, "I'll sing for money." Or I'll sing for food. I'm not sure which it was. Years ago. So, I did that, and I ended up making him cry, and I cried in it. I don't know how, but I did. I made it to the finals, through the finals, and ended up at the end of it all with competing against 2 other individuals, a guy and a girl, and at the Universal Studios, which was broadcast. I just don't know what network it was aired on at the time. But all I was focused on was being dirty and doing my thing. I think I just started to sing an Annie song or something, just very barely, most of it was talking. And I made the judges cry, and I ended up winning the overall grand championship statue thing. It was like this big, and that was really cool. And at that time afterwards, I was like rushed off the stage, and everybody was like surrounding me, and there's cameras, and after that kind of dispersed, I had tons of people who were there giving me their agents and managers and trying to give me their spiel of how they're the best, and show them, move out there. And so then I came back after I got all those cards. Came back to Colorado, and I kept bugging my parents. I was like, I want to go out for pilot season. I want to go out and try this out. Like, let me just go try. Because I didn't think I really could do it, but apparently, I can, I guess. Let me try. And at the same time, I wanted to sing still. And so after a long time working on my parents to let me go, my mom was a big supporter. My dad, nothing wasn't supporting my arts and me doing what I love, but at the same time, he he thought it was a pipe dream, and he thought it would take probably, you know, a month, and I would be back. So he's like, okay, fine. So he finally gave in, and he said, you can go out there. He told my mom, he's like, she'll be out there for a month.
Okay.
She'll go out for a few auditions. She'll be back. She's not gonna. It's you know, sex, drug, and rock and roll. It's not a place, you know, for children. And you know, he's very, very against.
At least you tried. At least you got out there.
So I did try, and so then on my second audition, I chose to go with one manager, who I just liked the vibe. And anyway, so I went out, and it was my second audition actually. That ended up being like 8-9 auditions worth to get, and there was auditioned over like 8,000 kids all across the country.
Wow.
Because they were recasting at least most of the people in the show, and yeah, and that was all that on Nickelodeon. So that's kind of like the backstory of how I got to where I was with that. And so I did that for five seasons, 5 years till the show ended. So it was a long time. It was really fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people and learned a lot. And it taught me a lot. From there on, I went on to do a lot of other acting parts, and at one point had a record deal. And I'm still writing and singing music as well.
Wow. And who is your agent now? Do you have one?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
I'm kind of in between agents right now.
In LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like I'm leaving one, and I'm in the midst of moving to another one.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna have some interviews set up. So
I've got some for you. I'll talk to Stuart. My office was on Hollywood and Vine in the old Tap Building. I used to cast for a lot of shows up there, so all my friends are agents, so I can backdoor you in.
Oh, that would be great.
That
would be great. I go off the vibe and like what I really feel like somebody really believes in you, you know?
Not letting you sit on the shelf and wait.
Exactly. I mean, I've been with William Morris, I've been with some the biggest ones out there, but I was a little fish in a big pond, and at that point, you know, they're small, so my clients many more. And
well, can I say this on camera, because I'm going to be posting this up there as well, and I have a lot of agents that will be watching the producers. Once they see this, can they call Stuart and get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll get the Academy of the Arts on the booking for you as well at the end of this.
That sounds great.
Appreciate that. And also, your CDs, do you have CDs on your site?
I have CDs that I have CDs. They're not out to sell at the moment. So I'm kind of like, I've changed up my style over time. So I'm writing all new songs and a whole new kind of thing. So I'd like them for them to be like super perfect before I take that next step.
Also, do you read your Facebook email by chance? A lot of people.
Yes, I do. I go on my Facebook.
Okay, so your
publicist is the epidemic right now. So I'm on Facebook. Yes,
awesome.
I am.
Okay. Any other advice why people should train here at the Academy? Why it's important for their career as well?
He just really works too hard. He really encourages you to branch out and try new things that you are afraid of. And I think that is one of the best things, because it really makes you get out of your shell, break out of your shell, and try new things. You know, like he encouraged me to try and learn an instrument. He encouraged me to write. He encouraged me to try acting.
Awesome.
You know, and not in a theater way, but in a TV, you know, kind of sense. Right. He pushed me to write my own monologue. He pushed me to do things that I didn't think I had in my power to do, and it all came through. It all happened. I definitely would not be in LA and been where I had gotten to and where I am now if it wasn't for Stuart and being here.
Awesome.
So,
well, we're gonna bring our junior reporter in over at the sign with Marvel's Kids in just a second. If you have a minute, I know that the room is about. They're looking at me quite. You're in our spot.
Sometimes a bunch of people around. At first, there's like no one.
I know. Dawn, you're in our spot again. So we'll be right back. Did you have another minute with our junior reporter?
Huh?
With our junior reporter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. We'll be right back. Okay, cool.